Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings, the one place on the internet where all we talk about is how to get happy right now, whatever's going on in your life, how to take that next step in your life so that you just get the dang thing done, and how to build a plan so that you enjoy the journey to your end goal, right? What's the point of going on vacation if you're miserable until you get it? Or what's the point of going on vacation if you're going to come back and be miserable? So, hi, I'm your host, Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel and medium. So everything here is grounded in psychology. I do nothing but read psychology books in my spare time, and it's elevated by spirituality. I'm an intuitive channel, medium, and a law of attraction expert. And I always start these shows with a general message, so that way, for those of you who can't join live, you can still come back and get a message in the very beginning of the show. And those of you who can join live, I stay live for 30 minutes with free mini reads. And I do this show Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, right here on YouTube. So if you're coming live, say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hello. It's way more fun for me if you guys are active. I am available for personal readings, and my Law of Attraction Mastermind is open. It's evergreen and on rolling. Enrollment. So when you're ready, come hang out for 6 weeks and let's manifest. Okay, so without further ado, let us get to today's general message. You're on the right track. It's not moving as quickly as you would like, but you are on the right track. If you would but notice the signs of alignment and then notice the signs of it coming in, what we call the receptive mode. Step one, you do the ask. I'd like this. Whether you're specific, I want a vacation here, or I want some activity that will just make me happy and laugh. Step two, we align the stuff for you. So we make sure you bump into the person you need to bump into. We make sure that algorithm sends you the perfect vacation spot that you want. Step three, you receive, which means when you bump into the person, you say hi and talk. You either receive the end goal or you receive the next step. Step four is the synchronistic flow, where you get so good at being in receptive mode that your life feels like ask, receive, ask, receive, ask, receive. Step five is vibrational contrast. What do you do when you feel those low vibe emotions? So we want to talk about step three with you guys right now. It's about noticing, we said signs of alignment, and noticing how you're receiving it already. Signs of alignment. Alignment is the pre step. The emotion that you're in when you send off your rocket of desire, step one, to manifest something, is typically the emotion you'll feel when it comes in. So, signs of alignment is, can you notice little small things in your day to day that bring you comfort, coziness, peaceful, contentment, satisfaction? I like that the sun came up today. I like that the sun felt good on my skin. I'm really glad I had a warm winter jacket on this cold morning. It kept me so warm. Can you just find those simple, pleasurable things that help make you feel content, peaceful, satisfied? The more that you notice that, law of attraction, what you focus on, you get more of. You'll find just a more satisfying overall life in every category of your life. Step three, we want you to get into the receptive mode. Receptive mode is you receiving the end goal, the end thing that you want. Or if it's the next step, you celebrate that next step. Woohoo, I just passed this class. I'm 4 out of 5 classes done for the prereqs to apply here. Celebrate those as if you were, I just graduated, I got my degree. That's called living in alignment to rapidly manifest. That's why Kelly called her Facebook group that. Now, to get into the receptive mode, if you're not receiving the end thing or the next step, notice things that are helping it come in. If you're manifesting starting a business, is your energy improving? Is your overall outlook on life improving? Is your desire growing to work with people, to help people? Is there something that you said that someone was, oh, thank you, that helped me so much? The more that you notice those small little things, that is you being in the receptive mode. Because sometimes, if you're not getting the end goal and if you're not getting the next step, then your next step is an improved emotional state. Someone who's depressed, AKA feeling hopeless, is on the couch. What's the point of even trying? I can't get up. Do you see how no one would be able to send them a, here's an interview, go to it. Someone could be on the couch, put us ethereal, energetic beings out of the picture. A real live human could be down there and go, come on, get up. I bought the suit for you. I got your makeup ready. I'm going to drive you. I got you the interview. They said if you show up, they'll hire you. Let's go. The depressed person will be, no, 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 I can't. You don't understand. So that's why sometimes your job is to get to an improved emotional state. That's where many of you are right now, and you're being frustrated, you're not getting the end goal. But it's notice the signs of alignment. So your overall mood, overall all star in life, your mood improves. And then just notice what are some things that are showing it's coming. More people are coming to my class. I'm getting random texts of people are so lucky to be in your class. I'm starting to notice more couples walking around happy. I like that I'm in the vibration of seeing happy couples. Yes, universe, I like seeing that being in a relationship is happy. Whew, thank you for that reassurance that my relationship will be happy. Are you guys kind of getting and seeing how this works? Oh, I love opening my eyes to seeing lots of comments, guys. Good morning, Karina. Missed you yesterday. You got first today. Let's see, Rabbi Babar. Hello, welcome. I haven't seen your name before. Welcome to the show. Like one, what is coming towards me? Name, data. Oh, I don't do astrology. Don't worry. I just channel spirit guides. We got Concha in the house. Good morning. Been busy. Oh, good. That feels like a happy busy. Okay, so Karina, Robbie, Concha, what did you guys? And Karina, feel free to update me. Your energy is feeling. I want to say I don't know about happy, energetic and hopeful is what I'm kind of feeling. So if you want to just update us all on your life, let us know. We care. But what do you guys have to say about the general message? Any questions, comments, thoughts on it? You could also just hit me with your question for your mini read. Thanks for coming, guys. Cheers, Karina, Concha. Thanks for coming. Concha's been holding down the fort this whole week. I double appreciate because I can't do this show without someone else on the other side. And I like doing it. I love doing this. I love starting my mornings this way. So thank you. If you guys just want me to riff and talk, I could definitely do that too. But you guys are more than welcome to write question comments to direct what you want me to focus on. But I am always happy to just talk and riff about stuff I think will help you guys. Um, that's funny that you wrote your birthday is 1999. I just saw a question. I feel like my vibes have been up and down. Of course, that's normal. What do I need to know? How do you keep yourself in alignment on an off day? On an off day. That's a great question. There's actually a lot. I know you wrote two sentences, but there's a lot to talk about with that. I feel like my vibes have been up and down. Okay. So, law of attraction essentially what you focus on, you get. And when there's momentum built up, the momentum needs to slow down. It's the same thing as driving a car 90 miles down a freeway. You don't go have your foot slammed on the gas to be going 90 an hour, right? And then slam on the brake, right? Because you would tailspin. You first take your foot off the gas. And my dad always taught me, he was a mechanic. You take your foot off the gas and you slow down naturally. He's like, your car will slow down very fast, Kelly. If you're driving so fast that you need to slam on the brakes going that fast, you're being a bad driver. He's like, you take your foot off the brake, get down to 50, 60 at the highest, get down to 50, and then you start tapping on the brakes. He's like, if you have to push firmly on the brakes at 50, 60 miles an hour, you're going to wear through your brakes. Brakes should last 10,000 miles. That's just a good life lesson, right, guys? It's law of attraction. You want to take your foot off the gas first. You want to start, you want to be less and less grumpy, less and less unhappy. Okay. So you're at this place, Karina, where you have been, we'll just call it down and out. Okay. You've taken your foot off that gas. but your foot has that momentum of being down, right? It has that awkwardness of, wait, why am I up? I should be down. I'm normally down. Neural pathways in our brain, they form patterns, they repeat themselves. So this is like science based too. I just tend to focus on the spiritual side of things, and I've forgotten a lot of the science. But I want to give you an example right now, Karina. So hopefully you can do this with me. Clasp your hands together and just see. Right now my left fingers are on top. Clasp your hands the other way. So right now it's the right side, and it feels at least off, at least awkward. For those of you who are doing this and go, I feel nothing. You got a whole different problem than what I'm talking about right now. You need to tap into your emotions more. Um, okay, but Karina, if you can do this, go ahead and comment. You see how it feels like a little, at least off, if not awkward and weird. Some people will just immediately unclasp and go back to the right way. So that's the up and down of the emotions. But when you keep it here for about 2 minutes, your body oh, I already feel it shifting in me. You start to adjust, you start to do it for 2 minutes. You start to adjust, you start to adapt. Because like what happens, right? Your brain is so used to this. You see how this thumb has nothing on it? When I go like this, there's now a whole set of like 5 fingers, 10 fingers feeling something new. That's new signals to your brain. Your brain's like, hold on, what is this new thing? Is it danger? Is it safe? Your brain, your ego is supposed to keep you safe. So the up and down is going to be normal. And now the analogy of weight loss. Are you going to be the person who sets the New Year's goals? And I think it's like, is it the second Friday? So that would be this Friday coming up, guys. It's called like Quit Friday, where most New Year's resolutions quit going. Hey, Antoinette. Hey, man, what's up? Okay. So after a couple minutes, it starts to feel normal. It sends signals to the brain. Your brain's like, okay, that's safe. We can keep doing that. So as you start to feel happier, your brain's like, hold on, hold on. We were sad for a reason. Why are you switching things up? So your brain and your body are just getting used to being happier. This is where you want to keep up that walk. Are you gonna be the New Year's person who is, this is the year I'm gonna walk every day and then quit on Friday because you're like, oh my God, it's too awkward. I got to go back. Never mind. Or are you going to go, I'm adjusting, I'm acclimating, I'm adapting. And this goes to you too, Antoinette. Um, a lot of the times when you're in the journey of getting ready to be getting ready to be getting ready, the next step, the next step, the next step, a lot of your affirmations are going to be more like affirming you're in the right direction. They're going to be more, I'm adjusting, I'm acclimating. I have an increase of energy and I'm just seeing how long I can sustain it. Here's some of the things I've done to change that got me this increased energy. I want to keep this up. I want to adapt to this being my new norm. I'm almost at like atomic habits. It takes at least 21 days for your brain. Like I told you, the 2 minutes for your body to adjust to new sensation. It's like 21 days for your brain to start adjusting. I think it's a total of 90 days before it's like fucking habit. It's 21 days to plant the seed of a good habit, and it's 90 days before it becomes your automatic default norm. So I just want you to know, right? You have a choice. Step 5 is to downward spiral. I was feeling happy, but now I'm not. Oh my God, it must be my worthiness issues coming up. Or you can stay in step 3 and go, hey, I have law of attraction tells me that I'll be getting happier at an incremental rate. I'm at least, so does that at least make sense there, Karina? And I want to give you an example. I've shared with you guys that I've been trying to like wake up earlier to get my workout and my journaling and my affirmation stuff done before the show. Well, guess what? I have my morning snack right here. That was about 3 weeks ago. And I joined the new gym that has the open weightlifting area that I want from 7 to 9 a.m. I have yet to make it at 7 a.m. Today, January 15th, is the first day that I made it before 9 a.m. to the gym. I'm proud of myself. It's not where I want to be. I don't want to be eating my breakfast. You got to eat right after you lift weights. You got to eat some protein. Otherwise, your body, you got to. So I'm going to be proud of myself. Is this what I want to be when I have 30, 40, 50, 200 people on the show? No, I don't want to be eating with my mouth open. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I'm still like, you can choose to focus on what you don't like. I'm unprofessional. People are never going to book with me. Or shit, I'm in the right direction. I'm acclimating. Okay. So I want you to normalize that it's going to be okay until your pedometer or whatever shifts more towards happy. So, whatever it is you've been doing, keep doing it. And just notice that your happiness will slowly stabilize. I'm stabilizing. I'm stabilizing. Okay. How do you keep yourself in alignment on an off day? So, if you Google that emotional guidance list, and all of this is broken down in my law of attraction course, guys, and even there's more content in there. There's hours and hours and hours of content in there. This show's 30 minutes, and I need to get to multiple people. But so that emotional guidance list, you can Google that. 7 and up is in alignment. 8 and down is out of alignment. You manifest faster when you're in alignment. You can absolutely manifest when you're out of alignment. You're just going to feel better. You're going to be like happy, outrageous, joy when you're in alignment and feel empowered. I created this. When you're out of alignment, you're going to be like, oh my God, thank God the money came in, sobbing tears, you know? Um, okay. So when you're in alignment, you just enjoy. Ask, receive, ask, receive, ask, receive. When you're out of alignment on an off day, you want to do whatever will provide you relief. You want to go for soothing type affirmations. It's okay to have an off day. I'm a human. It's normal. How can I soothe my emotions? A warm bath. Put some rose petals in the bath. Get some good smelling flowers in your house. What can you do that will soothe you? And let me see if Spirit has anything to say to you before I go to some other questions. And yeah, thanks for coming in, everybody. We got some Sue names. Hi, Susan. You need to eat too. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, okay. I'll take a few more bites. I love you guys. Thanks. Don't worry. I'm getting more professional. I'm getting more on track. I'm going to get an actual breakfast in. Hopefully, I'll have that by next week. But Karina, I for 5 years of my life was volunteering on farms. I was volunteering on campgrounds, doing bonfires. It's different living out there. You wake up when the sun comes up, you feed and pet the chickens, you feed and water the dogs, animals. It depends if I was on the farm or the campground. You're chopping wood, you're clearing campsites, you're having bonfires every night. You lose track of time. Your day is sometimes, let's go mow this 40 acres. The lawnmower breaks. You're just now at the Amish community fixing your lawnmower, and that's the whole day. I'm getting used to like paying bills on time again and like being on time to shit. It's an adjustment. So be kind to yourself. Okay. Yeah, that's my law of attraction course. Concha, thank you so much. Guys, my law of attraction course is open. You can buy it, do it yourself, or you can buy it with the upgraded mastermind and get on 6 live calls with me and your group of manifestors. Thank you, Concha. Feeling loved. Okay, let me scroll up too. Antoinette, a lot of your, I think Antoinette's the next question. I'm stuck, I'm frustrated, and the guidance list. Can I get some guidance? Antoinette, are you still here before I focus on you? Min, good morning. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. Is your winter break still going? Hey, are you safe from you're safe from the fires, right? If you're not, you can come road trip to me. You can bring dad with you and your dog. I have a 1 bedroom, so it'd be more like a slumber party, but are you safe? You're not near Palisade. I don't remember geography well enough. If are you safe though? Antoinette, are you still here? Can we still send questions? Yeah, absolutely. You're far within fire? Okay. Antoinette, I want to make sure you're here before I focus on you. If not, let me see who's the next question. Yes, I understand the general about getting to better emotional state, better mood first, acknowledge the good. I started reading the book, definitely does. Blessing you need to eat too. Susan and Caroline are new. Can we still send questions? Yes, you can. I'd love to get. Hey, the new people here. How did you find out about this show? Can we still send questions? I still have to get some guidance about a relationship I've been on for the past 3 months if possible. Okay, we'll get to you, Caroline. I'm just Antoinette, are you there? Earth to Antoinette. Come in, Antoinette. Well, Antoinette, if you watch the replay, a lot of what I said to Karina definitely applies to you. Law of attraction, what you say, what you focus on, you get. I'm stuck, I'm frustrated. I'm stuck, you're stuck. I feel stuck is taking your foot off the gas pedal. I feel stuck and it sucks. I don't like feeling like I'm not going anywhere. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to feel stuck in life. It doesn't feel good for my relationship to not be progressing forward. It doesn't feel good to be where I'm at and not where I want to be. I don't like this feeling. It is frustrating. I do feel impatient to just get my desire in. It feels irritating because I don't know what to do to get it in. And it feels like everything I've tried to get it in hasn't worked. So that's how you take your foot off the gas pedal. And then what happens there is law of attraction, excuse me, that was sexy, Jesus. This is why I need to eat my breakfast before the show. Okay, law of attraction is about finding the feeling state first and then action. So if people get stuck around the frustrated number 10 vibe, which by the way, I know it sucks to be at that vibe. Number 7 is alignment. The emotional guidance list is 1 through 22. 7 and up is alignment. You're at number 10. Baby, you are almost there. If you were running a marathon, you've only got 3 miles left out of 23. Actually, I don't know how many miles a marathon is. If you were running a 23-mile race, you've only got 3 miles race, baby. You're doing a good job. Okay, it means that you're trying to solve the problem with action instead of feeling. So, my homework to anyone in that situation would be if I were in the happy, committed relationship that I wanted, and this goes to Caroline too. This question's going to help you, or this answer is going to help you. If I were in the committed, loving relationship that I want, how would I feel? At a base, if you guys are going for a healthy relationship, you're going to feel love. Practice the vibration. Vibration simply means the emotional feeling state. Inner being, show me what it feels like to feel love. Feel that softening in your body. Hold that for like 21 seconds. And then you're going to start to see it from other people, other ways first before a romantic partner, because we're building the momentum of the new good. And I'm going to give you guys an example right here. I practiced feeling loved yesterday, just one day, and I did it maybe 3 or 4 times throughout the day. And Concha, our beautiful moderator here, hands up to her. Woo, she dropped the link to my course here. I didn't ask her to, I didn't prompt her to, and she dropped it. That's love, guys. When she did that, I was like, oh, someone loves me. Someone is choosing to focus on me with positive intent. That's the definition of love, to choose to focus on something with positive intent. And she did something that she knew would not only help me, but help someone who wants to be in my coaching program make it easy to sign up. That's a lot of love right there. I felt loved. So this is where, you know how I say the general alignment? This is where if I were doing my 10 list of positive aspects, it would be, how did I feel loved today? Because if the feeling state of loved is what's going to bring in my relationship, I need to nurture that vibration. Well, I had a friend earlier this week who said, your birthday is this Friday. I need to know some presents you want so I can mail you one. And I was like, well, do you want me to send one specific thing? Or she's like, no, I want choices. And I want to buy you something for your kitchen since you're cooking so much more. I was like, wonderful. Here's 4 things I could use. She's like, I just mailed you something, 2 packages. Have fun. By the way, sorry, I think they're coming after your birthday, but sometimes it's fun to celebrate your birthday throughout the whole month. Another friend wants to take me out for a glass of wine on Friday. Concha did this, which is beautiful and amazing. And as you do the list, you got to allow yourself to feel that this love feels good. That's your homework if you're at the frustrated or stuck vibe. Okay. Let's see, did Antoinette, you are here. Okay. I just answered your question, Antoinette. So Caroline, are you still here? Because I'll go to your question next now. This is great. I'm loving this popping. And so Antoinette, I assume you heard that answer. Get to the feeling state. At the base minimum, it's going to be love. There might be, well, I would feel cherished. I would feel adored. I would feel respected. I would feel just happy. I would be so eager to be sharing my cooking with them. I would be sharing this new book I bought to eat healthier and see if he wants to go on this ginger carrot soup diet with me. Okay, Caroline is here. So Caroline, I assume you saw how that question started to help with how my answer started to help with your question. Hi Kelly, can we still send questions? I'd love to get some guidance about a relationship I've been on for the past 3 months if possible. Okay, so you kind of see how that kind of set the groundwork. I'm going to channel spirit for you. Antoinette's was definitely just like a law of attraction question. But Antoinette, I want to see, feel free to write your response. That was I gave a pretty thorough answer to your question. Oh, look at that. Karina doing more people today. Yay. That's love. That's her loving that the show's growing. That's her sending me love, right? Because she could be thinking, I want it to only be me, Concha, and Antoinette, so I get a reading every day. But she knows I want to grow this show. She knows I want to share more love with people, and she's celebrating it. So do you see, like, that's the way you got, like, law of attraction is paying attention to what you're focusing on. Because what you focus on, you get. Squish made it. Squishity squish. Um, okay, Caroline, I'm gonna assume you saw how my previous answer helped you, and let's just see. So, what does Caroline need to know about this 3-month relationship that's been going on? You need to let him lead. There's a little bit of strangling it, and Kelly pulling tarot cards is going to give a better answer than we can. That's yeah. I have that same problem, Caroline. I'm like, I just kind of take over and be like, let's go do this, let's go do that, let's do this. Um, so yeah, they said you need to let him lead. There's a little bit of strangling it. Guys need space to fall in love. And there's a lot of other people on YouTube who have done videos on that. I like how Dr. John Gray explains it, especially since he like coaches people into healthy relationships. It's all about how do you best support your man? How do you best support your woman? So I like that he doesn't play those games or those attraction bullshit. He's just like, how do you best support each other so that your person feels loved? He calls it the pull away phase. And his book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, he talks about women are like waves. They're so happy, they're so loving, they just want to give, 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 and then they crash. They need a couple days to just rebuild their momentum and then they're all loving again. Where men are more like rubber bands. Every time they connect with you and get oxytocin, um, their rubber band stretches a little. Their rubber band stretches a little. And then what happens is they need to do what's called the pull away phase, which is they go away from you, the source of oxytocin. Oxytocin is the love hormone. They need to rebuild their testosterone. Because what happens if you get here and then the rubber band stretches a little bit more, the strangling, the wait, why isn't he contacting me? He calls me every day. The band will break. So that's kind of what they're talking about. Does that make sense, Caroline? So it's catch, release, catch, release. They need to go do their own thing for a while. I feel a little insecure right now. I want to feel better. Hey, what would feel better is even though it's awkward waiting for him to come back, if I chase him down, that's not going to feel good. If I give him I don't know, a day, 2, 3 at most. If they don't come back within 3 days, fuck them. Although maybe listen to John Gray. I think John Gray's advice is that absolute worst case scenario, 7 days. But that's more when the man's thinking of like commitment, commitment. If he's not at the place of like, let me put a ring on that finger. I would listen to his videos about a man's pull away days. I can't remember if it's 3 or 7 days. Um, okay, so what else does she need to hear about this relationship? Okay, where's it going? What is she doing? Oh, that's interesting. What I'm picking up for you, Caroline, is that you're feeling a little left out in the cold. Like, do you feel left out in the cold because you're not being invited to like every single thing he does? It kind of just seems like there's a little bit of an energy of if he really loved me, he would be doing this, this, and this, right? Um, But no, there's a little bit of like, no, I don't want like I would love to work out with my partner, but I also know men have high testosterone and they like sometimes just need like I need girl time. I need to go get a blowout with a girl every once in a while or just sip on a cup of latte, eat a muffin, or like go get my nails done and just get all, ooh, he looks so pretty. No man wants to fucking do that. Oh, I'm cussing today. Sometimes like men egg men on and they're far more competitive than women ever are. So as much as I'm sure my man will love, hell yeah, hell yes, my woman lifts weights. He's also gonna love it when there's a guy in the gym going, come on, bro, lift it. Do it. Let's go, bro. Lift it. I'm never gonna do that to my man. I'll be like, good job. Yeah, sometimes you need so I just want to like help you know that, Caroline. What you like about the relationship is that it's helping you feel beautiful. It's helping you feel beautiful, and you are kind of starting to radiate beauty and like opening up to your feminine energy. Um, wow, Caroline, you're just really finding this balance between I want to talk to you about consumptive love. So women kind of love consumptively, which means we're never satisfied. Once we start loving, we want more. And Dr. John Gray talks about this. It's oxytocin. Once you get oxytocin, that love hormone, you want more, 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 more. Okay, but and I know, ladies, I know it's hard. Once I start getting cuddles and like good conversation, I'm like, no, don't go. You're my source of oxytocin. You're my good feeling. Catch, release, catch, release. What does psychology call it? Interdependence, autonomy. He's got to go to work. You got to go to work, or you got to raise the kids, or you got to just go be feminine and shop. I don't, Now we're back interdependent. It's you're adjusting to that to knowing that this is normal in relationship. Um, the last suggestion I could give to you based on the reads, I asked the cards like, who is she being? What does she need in the relationship? Is that you definitely like that you're getting like, I would say like a lot of inspired ideas in your head. We could do this, we could do that, we could do this. You need to kind of like ground that down and go, right now we're at the stage of still like solidifying commitment. Around 3 months, you're still like solidifying commitment. We're still just solidifying commitment. I love that I have someone where I could think about all these fun things to do. If he's my life partner, there's plenty of time to do them all. For now, this week, I'd like to focus on making sure that he and I have two good cooked meals. I want to make this and this for him. So you got to like get out of your head and bring it down into your body and like calibrate a little bit more. Um, okay, when I pulled the cards about him, well, let me see. He's having to go through it's not a major arcana card, so it's a little bit of a rebirth. He's having to go through like a little bit of a rebirth to be in this relationship with you. And what that looks like, it means he's having to learn how to like reprioritize and reschedule his time. Like when you've been single for a while, like you have a routine. Um, I'm just gonna give you this example. There was one guy that I was like getting to know for a while. We had both been single for like 5 years. And we definitely crafted our own selfish single life that we both effing loved. The problem was like the times were off. I had a regular 9 to 5 schedule. He wakes up at 2 a.m. So there wasn't enough overlap. And when I said, well, hey, like, how would we ever work out again? Or how would we ever hang out in person more than Saturdays? And he's like, hey, look, like, this is how I run my life, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I mean, okay, you're pretty much telling me we can't hang out more than once a week. Like, okay, I'm out. He later said, "Oh my god, I I'm sorry. I have been single for such a long time. I haven't had to readjust my schedule and I just thought, relationships are supposed to flow and be easy, but I do kind of see how I have to rearrange how I get things done so we could hang out more." And I was like, "Okay, I could do that too." Like, I'd be willing to shift my sleeping schedule, go to bed a little bit earlier so I could wake up like 2 hours earlier. Would that so he's going through that, the rescheduling, the reprioritizing time so that like he's recognizing that he needs to at least do that. Um, but I got to tell you, this guy is like doesn't think he's got his money in order yet to like I don't want doesn't he's just worried that he doesn't have his money where it needs to be yet. He is thinking fondly of the relationship though, and looking back fondly of your guys' time together. Okay, when I ask where the relationship is going, so how to be in a relationship is definitely like your karma, the life lesson you're learning right now. Um, oh God, I wish I was on a phone call with you, Caroline. Um, I don't wanna see any comments from you. You could tell me what you're saying is utter bullshit, or you can ask more questions on it. Um, there's a little bit of, like, fight energy, which only indicate hold on, spirit, am I on the right yes, keep going. Okay. Which only indicates to me that okay, it could indicate you're being aggressive. It could indicate that you're bringing fight energy. More than likely, though, when eagerly listening, okay, more than likely when I pull this without being on a phone call, so I can't tell if you're actually being aggressive or not. It's more than likely just a little bit you're more in your masculine energy than your feminine. So that looks like being overly clear in your needs and your wants and your directions. Hey, I'd love to do that with you. I would need you to pay for gas though. That's fight energy. Men like to solve problems. What? That sounds so fun. Baby, you want to go on a 3-day weekend getaway with me? Oh my God, where would we go? What? That would be so fun. I want to have that experience with you, babe. Oh my God, how would I pay my bills though? I might have to pick up some extra shifts for it. And wait, can we postpone it a couple weeks? Like I'd have to pick up some overtime shifts to pay for the gas, babe, and like my bills. He now has a problem that he can choose to solve or not. Feminine energy is being and feeling. If he's like, okay, no problem, we'll postpone it 2 or 3 weeks, well, you got your answer. He's willing to, I don't know if he's offering 50-50. I don't know if he's offering, I'll pay for the trip, but I can't pay for your bills, which that's fair enough, guys. Don't put the pressure on a guy to have to pay for every single damn thing, especially if you like blue collar guys, which I do. If he's like paying for, hey, I got the hotel and I got the food while we're there, still be excited. Be like, okay, great. Let me see what shifts I can pick up. You can feel a little disappointment, but still be like, thank you so much. I appreciate this experience. That's the feminine energy. That's the okay, babe. And you can be like, oh, I feel so disappointed. I just want to take this trip with you now. Oh, I don't want to work overtime. But that 3-day weekend vacation with you is gonna be fun and good. Babe, are you gonna put me in my favorite position? Wait, I don't know how old you are. Maybe don't take that last little bit of advice. I don't think kids watch my show. I do mark my show as not kid friendly, so I think I could talk about that stuff. I'm off to work. Have a lovely day. Bye, man. Um, okay, so and I wanna give you more examples, because masculine communication, the fight energy would be like, "You don't call me enough." Number 1, never criticize a man. Dr. John Gray talks about this a lot. I forgot the part of the brain. I consumed a lot of his material, like, 20 years ago. Um, you don't criticize a man, the part of the brain that receives criticism, it's, like, smaller in men than women, so men just shut down, they shut down. So to always talk about what you need, not what they're not doing. "You don't call me enough." "Babe, I wanna hear from you more. I like it when you call me. It brings me so much delight. I wanna know what's going on in your day, because then I can know how to love you when you get home." Do you kinda see the difference? And I know it's frustrating, especially for women if you're like especially if you're like 27 and older. If you wanted to make it in the career world, the workforce, you pretty much had to learn how to communicate masculine. Now it's like, "What? I gotta learn a whole new way?" Um, okay, so let me give you some more examples. Let's stay on that same example. "Oh, it feels so good when I hear from you, babe. I wanna hear from you more often. I don't like it when I don't hear from you. I like that feeling of connection between you and me." Do you see how that gives him a problem to solve versus telling him what to do? I know it can be frustrating and irritating. You want a masculine man or you don't. You want the job or you don't. F, that is so true. Some men cannot handle criticism even when you're soft about it. You can't, they can't. There are some men who have learned to read between the lines and recognize when she's criticized, like, you don't call enough. Oh, she wants me to call her. But I think the dating marketplace has kind of equaled out now. I think both sexes should learn about the other sex. So you just talk about what you want. An example that he gave in a lot of his lectures, and it's a really good example, it was his wife at the time was, "Babe, will you please get milk on your way home?" You want to talk to them like what you need and why you need it. Men play for points. "Babe, I need like, babe, will you please pick up milk on the way home? It would be so nice to have breakfast ready for the kids in the morning." "Okay, yeah, babe, I'll do it." He drove home, forgot to get the milk. When he got home, "Oh, babe, would you please go to the store and get milk? It would be so nice to have breakfast ready for the kids in the morning. It'd be so nice to just wake up and know that I can have breakfast for them." "Okay, yeah, babe, I'll do it." 30 minutes later, they get dinner. "Babe, did you get the milk?" "No." "Oh, well, it would just be so nice to have that milk." And at that point, he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." She's getting annoying. Um, and he's like, "Well, let me eat dinner first." They eat dinner. "Okay, I'm gonna go take the kids to bath. It'd be so nice to have milk." After bath time, he cleaned the kitchen, winded down a little bit. Fair enough, right? He worked all day. He watched some TV. "Oh, no milk? Oh, it would just be so nice to have that milk for breakfast tomorrow." And he was like, she was just being so sweet about it, so nice, didn't critique, didn't yell, didn't scream. Just always talking about what she wanted and why she needed it. And then I was like, yeah, 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 I'll do it. We're getting ready for bed. We shower. We get in bed, and she was just kind of leaned over and went, "Oh, it'd be so nice to have that milk. It'd be so nice just to wake up and be able to have breakfast for the kids. I don't know how I'd be able to go to the store tomorrow with with these kids, and it'd just be so nice to have breakfast for them in the morning." And he looked at her and she went, "It would be so nice." And he's like, "Oh my God, quit your griping." And he went to the store. And what happened is when he went to the store, and he grabbed the milk, he's like, it was funny. The funny thing, and I was like, "I can't believe I'm doing this when I should be going to bed. I work hard, I pay the bills." He's like, he got to the store, and what happened is when he got to the milk aisle and he put his hand on the gallon of milk, he was like, "I did this. Men play for points. Men like accomplishing. I did I got milk. My wife and kids are gonna have breakfast in the morning." He pulled it out. He walked to the front cashier, and the cashier just came for a gallon of milk. "Oh, my wife and kids needed milk, for their cereal in the morning." And what happened is the woman cashier dropped her jaw and went, "What? I wish my husband would do that." And then he puffed his chest and felt like a man. Was like, "Oh, I did something great. Another woman acknowledged that I did something great for my family." Men play for points, which is appreciation and acknowledgement. "Thank you so much for bringing the milk home, babe. Oh, that's just such a relief on my day to know I have breakfast for the kids. Thank you, babe." She didn't, "Why the heck did I have to nag you about it all night? Why did I have to ask you 5 times?" Okay, so that's the example he gave. And then in there, he talked about, he's like, "Yeah, after that story happened, I just realized, wow, most of the time my wife asks me for stuff, it's because she can't do it, or it's something that would just like would provide relief, and her not have to take." I don't know if he had 2 or 3 kids, not have to like wrangle 3 kids in the grocery store, man. Um, and he's like, "And it was just a clicking point for me. And now I teach women to, what do you want? Why do you want it? What would it provide?" And then whenever he does it, you always give him his points, which is appreciation or acknowledgement. And for all you hyper masculine women out there who are, "Why do we have to do that? They don't appreciate everything I do." Women don't get into relationships for appreciation and acknowledgement. I will say, raising all boys, they do need that acknowledgement and praise. Yeah, that's what boys need. Women, what do we like? We like safety. We like it when the man pushes us, like, "What are you doing walking on the outside of the street? Get on the inside. What are you doing opening your door? I'm a gentleman." Do you think he's like, "Let's go open that door"? No. So you don't have to be, "Yay, I have to give him appreciation." No, it's recognizing what the other person needs. Okay, so my little rant's over there. So I will tell you, hold on, let me, yeah, you're going through the F it. I can't control the outcome of this relationship. I can't control if it turns into what I want. I gotta relax and let go. Okay, so I gave you a decent amount of examples of feminine communication. And so it's just know that right now he is having to go through that rebirth of prioritizing his time differently to make a relationship work. But I will say he is feeling that overconsumptive love. He is thinking very fondly of the relationship right now, so I'd put that at, like, the 95% mark. The overconsumptive love is 5%, but that's where you gotta learn to, like, Sit back, be the feminine, and that's where you go, "Okay, I might feel disappointed, sad, or frustrated that he's not inbound calling me all the time, because if he liked me, everything on social media saying he should be texting me good morning, he should be texting me good night, he should be doing this, this, and this. If he wanted to, he would." Throw that trash in the trash. Learn to lean back and go, "I might be feeling sad, disappointed, whatever. I want to be happy though, because if he were to call me, I would feel happy. So what are other things I can focus on right now to be happy?" Because think about it. If the man calls when you've been, "Why isn't he calling?" When you call, you're gonna be like, "What's up, babe? What is that attractive? Is that fun? Is that something that you're gonna want to be? I can't wait to call her again." But when you're leaning back going, "Oh my god," like, "Oh, babe, it's so good to hear from you. I just had my cup of tea with our my neighbor, and we went on a beautiful walk, and, oh, the flowers were so beautiful. God, it's so good to hear your voice. Thank you for the call." He's gonna be, "Whoa, she's so soft and sweet and has good stuff to talk about. I want that juicy, feminine, good energy, and she said, 'Thank you for this call. I made her day better.'" Um, okay. Um Yeah, but let's do it quickly, Concha. I'm gonna end with her. If you want one, go for it. Oh, dude, this show went long. You guys got me on a rant. Whoa. Um, okay, let's finish up with Caroline. Um, I'm gonna stay on for one super chat question, guys. And then we gotta go. I got a lot of stuff to get done. It's my birthday week. Okay, so yeah, Caroline, I got distracted. There was one more thing for you to say. So insightful though. I do have that mastermind if you want more coaching and live calls. You could book a personal reading. I have those available. Concha linked to or you could just come back and enjoy the show too. I do this every Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. I normally do 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Um, if the show goes over 30 minutes, I do tend to request super chats, encouraged amount of $20, encouraged, not required, but encouraged. But if you do want more support, you can come back. Even if you just stay for the free part, I love having people here. I love doing this. But if you want a personal reading, there's a link to book. And Concha linked to the Law of Attraction course above. There's a mastermind option. So those are just three ways if you want more support: free, mid priced. I don't really have anything that I consider high priced. I like helping the people. I used to be high end. I don't like helping the super wealthy. Yeah, I didn't really like it. I like helping people, the people. Okay, there's one more thing, Concha, to talk about Caroline before I go on to a super chat. He's feeling the pressure a little bit. Oh, you gotta learn, you just, like, recognize that if he were to call, if he were to be doing more, how would I feel right now? And based on your answer to that question, I'd feel loved, I'd feel cared about, I'd feel like he wanted me, I would feel reassured. Then go, "What are other ways right now I could feel reassured?" Okay, well, I can look back and remind myself it's been 3 months, he normally calls every day. We've had good communication. I want reassurance that I feel loved. Let me call my aunt, let me call my cousin and just get that good connection. Do you kind of see that? So that's what you want to do. I found you by chance. I'm based in Amsterdam. Oh, Amsterdam, but we'll look into your private reading. I would love to do a private reading. We'll follow and come back to the show too. I'm going to do it tomorrow. It's 11 a.m. Eastern time. I don't know what that is in Germany. Um, Monday through Thursday. Come. We love it. And Concha, did you want to do a super chat or shall we end the show? I think I gave Caroline everything she needed. You clearly asked me a question I'm passionate about. Well, I'm passionate about love and relationships. Well, I'm glad you found me by chance. Cheers. Nice to be here. I call this High Vibe Mornings. It's the one place on the internet where all we talk about is getting happy right now, no matter where it's going on in your life. Um, how to take your next step in life, which I gave you lots of next steps. You might want to save this one and replay it. And then how to enjoy the journey to get to your end goal. That's like all we talk about this show. I don't care who's president, anything else. We talk about happiness and high vibe. And happy birthday. Thank you guys. I'll Venmo you. Okay, so there's your question. Oh yeah, so everyone who thinks she's not getting a free reading right now, she does Venmo me afterwards. I'm curious about what spirit When Spirit said, I don't want to align with N and why that was. Oh my God, you have a good memory. I don't remember this stuff. I'm curious about when Spirit said, I don't want to align with N. Oh, I actually do remember that. I don't want to align with N and why that was. I would like a general about that topic for more clarity. I rent for entire pop, so is that a sign for me? Oh, interesting. And is it the tire in your car or the lemon car? I love how you're really at a place of like finding that absolute clarity and absolute authenticity and absolute making sure that what you're doing is in alignment. That's what I just kind of noticed about you, Concha. But I'm curious the car question before I close my eyes and see what Spirit has to say. Sorry for being all congested, guys. New car. Okay. Okay, curious. Okay, curious. Okay, Spirit. Give her more information on want to align with N. Why'd you say that? What does she need to hear? Obviously, she's open to anything she needs to hear from you guys, but help her gain some clarity on the why you said you don't want to align with him. Let's focus on that one first and then do the other one. What does she need to hear about her relationship, about making her decision, about aligning with N? Concha, can you breathe with me? They want me to align with your energy first and get a read on your energy before they answer. So breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Mm. Breathe in. Well, you've got some resent in you. Breathe out. You got some worry in you. Breathe in. You've got a little worry of like, what if I end it and it was right and I just wasn't viewing it the right way at the wrong time? You're like, there's a little bit of you, Concha, that is afraid of getting your epiphany if after, we're going to say if, because it is your choice if you want to align with him or not. You've just had the experiences where after things have ended, you've gotten a series of epiphanies. Oh, that was how to enjoy it. We know this is going to be painful to hear, and other people in the audience will find it painful too. It means that wasn't the end result, though. It was the person to teach you that. So you got to let go of that worry. Okay. And they're saying, go back to the resent that I felt in you. Concha, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, let's align. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more. Breathe in. You're feeling it. Yeah. There, you got to let go of the resent, Concha. If you want to, are you going to say it, Spirit, or am I? You. If you want to align with Nico, you've got to let go of the resentment. But again, Concha, this is about, do you choose the lifestyle this man provides and do you want to hop on his ship or not? If you don't want to hop on his ship, if you want more equal footing, more equal saying, they're saying, give us your thoughts, comments, questions on what they've said so far before they go on. I'm gonna sneak in my protein. While I wait for your answer. I hear that. I do want to. I've seen in porn, but what do you mean equal footing? I love that he provides. Equal footing just means your feeling of power in the relationship. If people who bring no earning potential to a relationship often feel like they're not on equal footing to the person who provides all the money. So it's a little bit more of a, hi, babe. I was just thinking it would be so nice if I could take the kids to the park and then to get a latte. Would that be okay? Versus when you feel equal footing, it's like a, yeah, I took the kids to the park and we got lattes. Why not? Oh, you don't like that the money was spent that way? Okay, let's have a conversation about our budget. Because I gotta tell you, taking the kids to the park and the coffee once a week, I really like that and love that. So, yeah, let's take a look at the budget and see if we have room in there for it. Whereas the other one is, "Oh, we don't have money for that? Okay, well, it would just be so nice if we could. If you could make that happen, that would be so wonderful." So, equal footing is more like, I don't let's talk. Let's make our budget. Let's talk. Um, okay. Okay, what else does she need to hear about N? They're saying see what she says next after that. Okay. Just I think that plays out in emotions, the equal footing part. Tell me more. Most of the time when there's a financial imbalance, the earner, the non-earner, when it comes to emotions, it tends to look like this. They do a lot of the emotional giving, caretaking, nurturing, emotional maintenance. Like I ask him about like I ask him about him, but he doesn't go deep with me. He just doesn't get it. Oh. This is getting spicy. Spirit, what do you guys say about that? Spoken and passion is not deeper emotional connection. I feel a little bit of a need to say something, and then we'll channel spirit, and spirit might correct me. Men are not as emotionally connected to their emotions as much as women, especially if you get a high masculine man, and especially if he is the financial provider. Like if he makes a lot of money, they're just not as connected to their emotions. Men's testosterone does drop by 1% a year around the age of 35. So the high testosterone men around the age of 50 tend to get a little bit softer, but you are already seeing that, Concha, with your man. You've seen that he's like, wait a second, maybe it is me. And you've seen that change and that improvement. Okay. Um, that's why I say, like, sometimes, like, yeah, I want a man who's all about me and we are two little peas in a pod. We're working out together, we're doing everything together. I'm still gonna need that girl time, whether it's with a cousin, an aunt, a daughter, a friend. Like, oh my God, can we just go try on dresses and shop? Can we just go get a latte for the sake of getting a latte? Can we just go get our nails done? I don't want to go to the salon with my man. And that's where a lot of that deeper emotional connection comes from. So I want to hint that I think that that part right there is recognized if he were to go deeper with me emotionally, how would I feel? If he were to go more deeper with me emotionally, I would think that. Um, I think what you're going to find, Concha, is that you just need an outlet for your deeper emotions that you don't think that he can handle right now. Most of the time, the emotions that men can handle are if they're about action and moving something forward. The men are great at those emotions. Oh my God. When I have I'm stuck. Oh, excuse me. I'm stuck in my emotions about moving forward. I'd rather talk to a man than a woman because someone will go, oh, I totally see how your gender crush was playing out. I see you. I understand you. Oh my God. And I'm like, yeah. And then my mom this, and then this inner child got triggered. A man's gonna like, a woman's gonna be like, oh, I understand. And I'm like, oh, I feel so loved, seen, and heard. You talk to me like, oh, I feel stuck because of this. Like, I'm afraid of work. I had a man go, You're telling me that afraid you're afraid to go to work and help people and earn money? I was like, "Oh!" I got off my ass and started working. My intuition said not to break it off yet. Yeah, it's not time yet, Concha. Like, it may or may not end. If it is gonna end, it's not time yet, I can tell you that. Maybe it was because I needed him for the tire, or maybe it's because my heart loves him so much. It's because it's not done yet, that's why. Yes, I have a friend who's a great outlet for that. Um, fuck, we should talk and walk, huh? This week got really busy for me. Um, okay. So just recognize there's probably a little bit of a need for girl time in there. And you know who's popping into mind right now? You might like reaching out to Claudia and seeing if you could tag along with her and her baby so you get a little baby time. That's a slight only if you want. That's not from spirit. That's just what came to me, Kelly, that like you might like that. I'd like hanging out with other women who are already moms. It settles my wait, let me ask spirit. Hold on. Hold on. I feel like I said something bold there. I want to make sure spirit agrees with it. Yeah, Concha, from our point of view, you're not decided if it's your relationship or not. And know that that's normal. When you're in relationship, there always is that we're coming together, we're so good. Wait, maybe we're better off alone. Nope, we're choosing each other again. There tends to be that about 7 times over a span of years in a relationship that when you do it the seventh time, it's like oh my God, that's the deepest love you're ever going to feel. So know that this is normal right now. You might decide, wow, no, I really do want that emotional guy. You might also decide, you might go, universe, what does an emotional guy look like? Like, if I got what I think I want out of this, what would that look like? Get another little pickleball experience, another little coffee walk, and then you might find that you're like, oh, God, no, I don't want a man that emotional because we will share. Hold on. We will share with you that the more emotional a man is, the more he's going to want to talk about his emotions. So you're just deciding, you're still deciding. I'm at a deciding place. Right now, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the improved communication. I'm enjoying the improved effort. There's a little part of me that feels resentful because what the heck? Where did that come from? We want to help you release the resentment a little bit, Concha. Where is this coming from now? And why didn't he do it earlier? Why couldn't he hear my need earlier? I feel like I was pleading earlier, and I don't want it to have to be where I hit a breaking point for it to get better. I don't like that. I'd like it to be smoother sooner. I'd like to feel more important and more seen earlier. So if it's going to work with him, spirit, I definitely need that out of the relationship. This is that you took Kelly's Becoming Who You Really Are course. So you know that me meditation, that self concept of me. This is a deepening of that lesson. I know that if the situation is going to continue, I need things. I maybe need to bring it up one, two, 3 times at most, and in a soft, gentle way. I'm going to need for him to recognize much sooner that I need a little more connection. That's how you prepave, Concha. Do you see it? Do you got it? And I want to, after I see your response, I want to see if they have any more about the resentment because they're just kind of saying we really need you to. I do got that. Yes. Okay. Anything more, spirit? I'm releasing this resentment. I hate the fact that it got to the point of it having to be dang near a breaking point because a lot of it seems so good. You know what? I'm going to focus on some of the stuff that I do like about it. And I do like that I was able to share. I wanted a different car. I like that he is having epiphanies and awarenesses. It frustrates me. Do you see how now you're at least at frustrated versus resentment? It frustrates me that it took that long to get to it, but I get it. People are growing, people are evolving, people are changing. I may not be full, I'm committed in the sense that I'm committed to focusing just on him and the relationship and seeing if it could work. And I'm going to be okay that I got an active vibration of doubt about whether this is the man for me or not. I know temporarily I'm making this decision. I'm still scoping it out. I'm seeing how consistent he's going to be. If it's one of those 2 to 3 weeks it gets better and then it reverts back, I know I'm out. That's your missing piece right there, Concha. You don't have your boundary of This is the marker of when I'm out. We wouldn't encourage any serious action between you and him until our call next week. And they're asking, are you that you they're saying, you good? So step 5 in my law of attraction course, process those emotions. I'm glad that resent's leaving. Frustrated, irritated. I do hate that. Maybe it will get better. Maybe it won't. If it won't get better, I know if he ever screams and yells at me, I'm out. If he ever calls me a dirty, derogatory name, I'm out. If in 2 to 3 weeks it starts to revert back, I would encourage I'm gonna remind him like, hey, babe, I really liked it. Talk about what you like. I liked it when you were being soft and gentle. There's nothing wrong with little reminders because changing a pattern, um, I just want to give him a couple reminders. But if that doesn't work and he brushes it off and it was clearly just a show to keep me longer, I'm out. Thank you. I'm so grateful for that rampage. I mean, I'll say you're welcome, but that was spirit. You're welcome for being in the receptive mode to hear spirit. That's what I can say you're welcome for, but spirit gave you that one. He's never done any of that name calling or anything like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to give you like a well, I don't want to mess anything up. So let's spirit. You've got this, Concha. It is really just about whatever you want to do to release that little bit of resentment left in there, that little bit of anger, that little bit of frustration. Stomp your feet, go on a walk, meditate, journal, release it all the way. You're going to have to do a little work on that. And then go, okay, I'm choosing to enjoy this for what it is for another 2 weeks, for another week. Until my next call with spirit, I'm going to choose to just enjoy it for what it is, positively focus on what I do enjoy about it. If there's something I don't enjoy about it, I will take note of it to bring it up to talk with spirit, but I'm going to choose to focus on what I enjoy about this and let it unfold and let it roll. I surely do hope that this is him actually going through a change and I'm experiencing one of those grow together moments in a relationship. I certainly hope that that's what it is. We got you to the hope vibration. Hope's the highest I'm willing to get on this vibration because I need the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. So I do want to see it. And with that, we wish you well and a good day. Oh, cool. We're still alive. Yeah, we got a super chat question, Antoinette. Hey, Kelly, what can I do to restart my weight loss journey? Oh my guys, I'm so sorry. My college roommate, I love you so much. I haven't had breakfast yet, and I did a ridiculously hard workout at the gym. I'm like kind of dying over here. Can you come back tomorrow? Tell me you can, man, because I don't want to leave you hanging, but I also don't have the energy to do another long one. Um, yeah, today was a cool, good show. Tell me you can come back tomorrow, man. Tell me. Oh, yeah, dude, my energy is like rapidly improved. Finding food. There's a little bit of over. Can you come back tomorrow? There's a little bit of over enjoyment of food on your end. Like you've gotten so good at cooking that now you're like, let's add this, let's add that, and you're just unaware of how much it's added. I can tell you that. So it's more like what I'm getting. They're saying if you narrow it down for like 70% of your meals to be like just bare bone base, I'm doing this for health, for good feel for my body, and then 30% doctor it up. They're saying that will help significantly. Oh, good. Okay. Come back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. your time. And we'll get to that. I love you all. Have a good day. Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming. This was a great show. Bye, guys.